Assalamualaikum. Welcome sa panibagong video na how to beat the system of getting a client without the need to get experience. Yung common kasi na problema ng mga freelancer, wala akong experience, kaya hindi ako makahanap ng client. Hindi ako makahanap ng client dahil wala akong experience. So, yung cycle is paulit-ulit. To break the cycle, watch this video kasi ipapakita ko sa inyo kung ano yung ginawa ko kahit wala akong experience. I will show you how I landed my first ever client without experience. Are you ready? So let's go. In this example, ang gagamitin kong software ay Canva. Sa Canva, the advantage of using Canva is napakaraming templates na pwede nyong gamitin to get started with your portfolio. But take note, if you're going to use a template, make sure that you customize the template para mag-stand out talaga at hindi halatang template. So, may two ways na pwede nyong gawin. You can either create a PowerPoint. Pwede kayong mag-create ng PowerPoint presentation gamit si Canva. Or, kung medyo naguguluhan kayo, pwede ring diretso portfolio yung i-type nyo dito. And, ayan, makikita nyo, napakaraming portfolio template na pwede nyong pagpilian at pwede nyong i-customize. Or, kung gusto nyo ng, yung isang format na ginagamit ko is yung document. Ito siya. Click nyo lang to. Documents, ito. And then, after that, you can start creating your own portfolio. Before kayo gumawa ng portfolio, may mga importante pa kayong gagawin. Pinakauna is you identify the problems that you want to solve for your clients. Again, you don't have to have a client. Kailangan nyo lang mag-imagine na ito yung target client ko. Ito yung industry niya. Ito yung problema niya. Then, gagawa kayo ng solution. Paano? O then, try to formulate it. Be creative about it. Pagkatapos nun, gumawa kayo ng sample work of their solution. Ilagay nyo siya sa portfolio nyo as a mock-up. Now, yung question, paano ko malalaman yung problema ni client ko? A lot of ways for you to find out the problem of your target audience. Number one, si Google. O i-Google nyo doon kung ano ba yung recurring or pain points of your industry. Type nyo doon, recurring problems of blank industry. Then, maglalabas na si search engine ng napakaraming suggestion. Then, you picked out kung ano ba yung mga industry na may napakaraming problema. Kasi pag maraming problema, ibig sabihin mas in demand siya. Tip number 2, paano ko naman malalaman or maiintindihan si client or ang business ng isang target client ko? Ito, go to LinkedIn, create an account on LinkedIn, then i-research nyo, use the search engine and type in yung role ng target client nyo. Let's say, CEO ba siya? Project manager ba siya? Marketing supervisor or anything na yung target title na gusto nyong hanapin sa LinkedIn. Start kayo doon. And then LinkedIn would give you all the names ng target client. So, go to the profile of those people and then try to analyze kung ano ba yung business nila. Doon nyo i-gauge yung solution na ipoprovide nyo. And make sure to find out rin yung pain point sa aking tip number 1 kanina using Google. Now that na-analyze nyo na yung problem and then yung audience, the next step is gagawa na tayo ng portfolio nyo. where doon makikita ni potential client yung inyong mga solution na kayang i-provide sa kanila. Para for a more concrete example, at talaga namang malaman nyo kung ano yung mga kailangan nyong ilagay sa portfolio nyo, let's get into my service page. I will use my service page as an example. So, scroll down natin yung LinkedIn ko. So, makikita nyo dito yung aking service page, profitable personal brand, subscription plans. Pero ito ha, hindi nyo kailangang kopyahin to. This is just a sample. Okay? Sample lang to. Kasi, different naman kasi iba-iba tayo ng niche, iba-iba tayo ng people na sineserve. So, dapat i-customize nyo yung portfolio nyo based sa target audience. So, first part is, nagpakilala ako. Right? Hi, I'm Nerjessa. My specialty, building profitable personal brands. So, yun yung aking introduction. Next, after nun, nag-start kaagad ako by highlighting the pain point or the problem of my target audience. Sabi ko dito, building a personal brand can be difficult. Most professionals give up before they reach a momentum because iniisa-isa ko yung mga pain point ni client. Paano ko nakuha yan? Well, based on experience and also gamit si Google. Number 1, feel that they aren't interesting enough. Number 2, are posting random content for the lack of going viral. Number 3, pouring all their time and energy in creating content. And 4, not aligning overall brand to their ultimate goals. So, dun pa lang is feel na client na, ako to. This is me. Dito pa lang, mapifeel na ni client ng nakaka-relate siya. Okay? So, after that, dun ko na in-insert yung solution. Ano ba yung mga solutions ko dito? Let's read it. You are scared to be authentic, you're chasing the wrong metrics, you are not spending your time and energy wisely, and you don't even know why you're on LinkedIn. So, ito yung solution based on the 4 pain points. Okay. Ito na. Let's fix that. So, ano yung gagawin ko as the help na kailangan ni client? No ghostwriter can ever duplicate you and your experiences. Save your precious time from producing content so you have more time to do the real business, blah, blah, blah. So, ito din siya is based on sa pain point na sinulat ko kanina. Now, after nun, is inintroduce ko na naman ulit yung sarili ko. Sabi ko dito, I'm a personal brand strategist and I help busy founders and CEOs create profitable personal brand. Break the gap between you and your audience to attract business. So, at the end of the day, ito yung goal kasi nila is to attract business. So, yun yung ipapakita mo sa kanila, yung before, yung stress sila, wala na silang time, to after na, ito, yung business nyo, ganito na yung mangyayari. So, yun, iproproject nyo sa kanila yung before and after working with you. Now, after nun, ito, yung pinaka-importante. For those na may mga experience na, you can do this. Go, revisit your previous clients, ask for recommendations, or if they are, kung medyo comfortable kayo, you can also ask them for video recommendation para mas iba talaga yung impact. And then, sa LinkedIn, kung may recommendation na kayo, pwede nyo yung screenshot yon and then you can paste it here on your portfolio. But, kung wala pa kayong experience, no need to put those recommendations kung wala namang nag-exist na recommendation, 'di ba? Pangit naman kung ang pangit naman kung hindi kayo honest, 'di ba? So, what you can do is, sabi ko kanina, gawa kayo ng mga mock-up of your works. So, ano ba yung mock-up? Ang mock-up, sample lang yan ng kaya nyong gawin para kay client. So, ito, skip natin itong subscription plans. Move tayo dito sa next part. Ito siya. Oops, sorry. So, ito. A glimpse to some of my work. Sabi ko dito, ito yung mga bits and pieces of some of my best work. So, ito yung before and after, profile makeover. And then, ito naman yung nagpa-design ng kanilang LinkedIn banner. So, ito siya. Then, ito yung mga sample ko na work. Pero in your case, let's say, okay, you are an engineering student, you're an engineer. Then, let's say yung kaya mong i-offer is yung mga AutoCAD, na mga naka-AutoCAD na designs. So, what you can do is showcase that kung may mga recorded videos kayo nun, you can you can generate videos and paste it in your portfolio. So, ganun lang kasimple. Hindi kailangan na meron kaagad kayong client. Okay? Tapos, halimbawa kung yung industry nyo naman is you're in the medical field or dermatologist ka ba or psychiatry ba yung natapos nyo, hindi gumawa kayo ng mga sample work or mga sample, let's say, sample article about yung problem na ganito. Tapos, ito yung mga solution. Gawa kayo ng mga blog, ganun. So, that way, is confident si client na, kaya pala talaga niyang gawin kung ano yung promise niya. Kasi, si client, hindi naman yan siya, pag-honest ka lang, sabihin mo, wala pa akong experience because I just got started with this industry. But if you would like to know or if you would like to see the samples of my work, ayun, di ba? Na-build mo yung authority mo, na-build mo yung self mo, even though wala ka pang client experience. So, ayan. Ganun lang kasimple. So, wag nyo masyadong i-complicate. Wag nyo masyadong i-complicate yung paghahanap ng client na kailangan talaga meron na akong 1-year experience para makahanap ng client. No. Kailangan nyo lang talaga yung lakas ng loob. Number 1, confidence. Number 2, confidence. And then number 3 is syempre, prepared kayo. Prepared kayong ipakita yung ginawa nyong portfolio. And that concludes our tutorial for today. Additional tip. Hindi pa tapos yung tutorial natin. During discovery calls, during yung time na maghaharap na kayo ni client through a call, i-discuss na yung problema niya, yung mga solutions mo, and then ipapakita mo yung portfolio mo, ito yung pinaka-importante. Tanong ni client, do you have experience? Ito yung isasagot nyo. You will be my first client. But if you would like to see my work, I can send my portfolio to you or I can show it to you now. Ganon. So, in that way, mapakita nyo kung ano yung kaya nyong gawin. Hindi yung maglalay kayo. Which is yung reason bakit hindi tinutuloy ng isang potential client yung collaboration with you kasi dun sa discovery pa lang is nag-lie ka na. So, it's not a good way of building up your credibility. And another tip, after you introduce yourself during client calls, go straight to the point. Ask them what is their problems. Kasi, baka yung problem nila is different sa solution na ipoprovide mo. So, kung ganun yung mangyayari, hindi siya magmamatch. Okay? So, yung gawin nyo, before the client call, kung pwede, mag-email kayo, ask them kung ano ba yung problema nila prior to the meeting para makapag-prepare kayo ng mga isasagot nyo based on their pain points. And another thing na kailangan nyong malaman, it doesn't mean dahil may portfolio ka na, is mabilis na maghanap ng client. No. But this will give you confidence to get started. This will build your freelancing career. And you can reuse that every now and then. Pag may nag-inquire sa inyo, you can easily send it to them. If you like this video, subscribe. And if you want to learn more about freelancing, hit the bell para ma-notify ka on my next video. If you have other questions na hindi ko na-mention sa content na to, you can comment them down para masagot natin. And that concludes our video for today. Good luck on your freelancing work and see you next time.